Okay.
Hey guys, it's Chris, the natural progressive, stress as hell, crazy. I just wanted to pop in and let you know that I have not died. For those of you who are new to this channel, normally I have a show Mondays and Wednesdays, Monday Madness and Women's Wednesdays, and occasionally I try to do once a week an interview with somebody in our sphere. That's not happening for the next little while, but we will be back to normal as soon as possible, I promise. And I will have the week of the 20th, I will have Monday Madness and Women's Wednesday as usual, 8 p.m. on Mountain Time on Monday and 7 p.m. Mountain Time on Wednesday. So I hope you will join me for that. I'm excited that that's actually going to be a thing and happening. I didn't know if I was going to be able to do that, but now, um, after looking at the schedule, the crazy schedule that I'm on, that's actually going to happen. So I'm very sorry for my absence. It wasn't by choice, believe me. I am fighting the evil empire in my brain because I want to get off this hamster wheel. If it were up to me, I would not be working for the man, but right now I am. And also, I yeah found out that a reason I've had a fever for 2 months now, and I finally got the diagnosis today. So I was gonna maybe share that with you, just so you understand that I have a couple issues that I'm battling, but I will do everything I can to make sure we have a good show. This is my therapy. This is what makes my life easier to live is sharing my feelings, my thoughts with you wonderful people. And I really have to pull up the chat because I don't have it pulled up yet. Um, Getting there. Hi.
I think everybody's thrilled to see you back, and it's only been a week.
Too long. It feels like forever. I mean,
Doesn't doesn't
I have conversations with my people in my brain. Like I need to talk to yeah. And I haven't even been able to be part of chats of other shows either because of my hellacious schedule. Is I'm not working overtime. However, when I'm working long hours. So 14-hour days, 15-hour days, go home, sleep, get up, go again. And then yeah, and until I have 40 hours, not including drive time. I have an hour each way at least to get to where I'm working. So it sucks. It's life, and we're all on that freaking hamster wheel together. If you're here on a computer, chances are you're on the hamster wheel. So I'm sorry for that. I wish we could find a way to just get off of that. Okay, so hi Bio, hi Mr. Red, um, TRC Galaxy, Keith Boyd, Blake TV, hello. God, I gotta see if Blake TV has a fun channel too. So Kent Deal, um, yeah, Val, yeah, you're here. Hi Val. Cheryl Hewitt, hello, and Mark Roche. Did I miss anybody? Was there people who were commenting before? Because I was a little late pulling up the chat.
I think you got them all so
All right.
far, but when they pop in, we'll catch them. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So Freak Out Friday is because I'm freaking out. Everything that's happening. Okay, almost involved in a huge giant war. Then there's everything going on in Australia, and they had a little reprieve with a little cooler weather, some rain, and now it's heating up again. What else? The EPA is reducing restrictions on pesticides and approving a whole bunch of horrible pesticides, which is not cool. I mean, like the world isn't bad enough already. Oh, inland port in Utah. There was a lawsuit to fight against it, and it was dismissed. I've talked about that inland port as part of the Chinese Belt and Road Initiative. They're buying up all the infrastructure to ship all of every country's goods to China, including mostly things that we grow and other places grow. They want to have that infrastructure to ship it there. They're a little smarter than the US, I guess. But I mean, I don't want anything shipped anywhere, by the way. I don't believe in trade. I think we should live locally and sustain
Insensibly.
yeah, sensibly. There's no sustainability about it at this point, but we can try what we can do. Um, my sympathies and gratitude to Australia. Me too. I mean, I can't even imagine what they're going through, and that's just a precursor to what the rest of the world is going to see. And then Puerto Rico and the earthquake. I didn't even think about that. Um, just a blip I heard on the news. Puerto Ricans, there's thousands of people in Puerto Rico spending the night outside or, living outside
Really?
because they're too afraid to go inside with all the earthquakes. I
You,
just
you,
heard that on the news like at 5 o'clock in the morning while I was getting ready to leave.
okay,
So
so they just had an earthquake today in
they're
Puerto Rico.
having multiple earthquakes.
Wow.
No one heard of this? Really? And
No,
I
I
don't
haven't
have
heard.
time to listen to shit. What the hell?
Well, it's a lot of news. There's a lot going on. It seems like time is speeding up in a way.
It is like things are happening faster and faster and faster. So you can't even keep track of all the disasters.
Okay.
Keith Keith Boyce's effects of the fires haven't begun to be felt. Yeah, that's the other thing that was on this morning, like really early in the morning, 4:30 on the national news. They were talking about how the smoke is traveling all over the globe. It's up in the upper atmosphere and traveling everywhere. And New Zealand, you Trisha did such a great job
He did.
talking about Australia, but the smoke is not only limited to that area, it's going all over the globe. It's going into the Pacific, and I wouldn't doubt it if we'd see it, but it's making red skies in New Zealand. And God, I wish I had time to get my daughter on the phone to talk to her. I need to do that, but I can only talk to her on my computer because international call and all. But I'm not home enough. The first Amazon now, Australia, we're in big trouble. Yeah, we absolutely are, Tanya. And hi, by the way. Um, Way back to the days of 5, 8, and 6.4, I think. I miss it. What is he saying?
Uh, okay. They had
Smoke and
back to
smoker.
back days of 5.8 and 6.4. So that's referring to earthquakes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
5.8, 6.4 Richter scale earthquakes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's about where the I know at least the first one. I haven't heard about the ones after that, but I know the first one was in the 5 point something range, but they've been happening for a couple of days. Has anyone else
Uh,
even talked about the Puerto Rican earthquakes? I mean, they just had that horrendous power outage, and thousands are without power and without water. The power and water keep going on and off and on and off and on and off. Um, I guess today they received a shipment of water finally, but the more these things happen, the more there's emergency responses instead of what we should have been doing is reducing what's going on in the first place. The more we're just responding to things, the more hard it is on the environment. Shipping in all that water, think about, the ships and how much emissions they put out when they're shipping it in. And airplanes and all that. All of that is going to increase because it's an emergency. We got to do it now. Of course, it's an emergency, but that just increases the fossil fuel use. And it's going to be crazy, like trying to put out all these fires, like literally trying to put out fires everywhere. Isn't Iran deep in shit over shooting down that plane? You know what? I
yeah.
wanted to talk about that, even though I hate talking about politics. Uh, I mean, okay, I don't think Iran shot down that plane personally. For one, what in order to catch the missile shooting down that plane, someone had to know it was going to happen, you know. And I'm pretty
You're referring
sure
to the video. The
what?
video. You're
Yeah, the
referring.
video. Yes, there's a video of it happening, and they have the black boxes from the plane, and they will not let the U.S. have them, but they want to show them to Canada and Ukraine and all that. So it's like these are the places involved. I think it's one of those. They're just trying to set them up because they really want to have war. And I don't know necessarily if it's Trump doing it or if it's the deep state because, well, Trump's all over the place. I don't think he knows what the fuck he's doing at all. But
Don't you think he's a clown?
he's totally a clown. I think he's a clown. He's an idiot. I don't think he has any control over what's going on. He'll say one thing and it's like they did with Syria, like the chemical attacks that wasn't really um Syria that did it. It
Yeah,
they it nothing
a,
happened.
a false flag.
Yeah, a false flag. That's the word I was looking for. Sorry. Like I said, fever for a couple months.
So is this a false flag? Could be.
Yeah, that's the immediate response I had. This is a false flag. They're trying to find a reason to start war, even though Trump said that he didn't want to, escalate. I mean, at first he wanted to escalate it. Then he didn't want to. And now that they're saying that they shot down Ukraine's plane with Canada and they're trying to suck all these people into it. That's why Iran will not let um, the US have access to the the black box from the plane, but they are inviting other countries in to help in the investigation. So I'm pretty sure it's a false flag, but I don't know for sure.
But
I don't know.
the war could be on hold right now. It looks like the
Yeah,
war is on hold.
but it's kind of funny that when I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it,
Oh, honey,
Salamani, yeah,
close enough.
okay, close enough. You know who I'm talking about. When he was assassinated, he was actually on a peace mission with Saudi Arabia, and he had defeated ISIS. Like he had won a war against ISIS, which is supposedly a common enemy with the US. So why would we be assassinating him when he is defeating our enemy, supposedly? Although we are funding ISIS, so there's that. I don't know. Um, Let's see. You guys think the U.S. shoot down the plane? I don't know if U.S. did, but it could have been Israel. That's a big possibility. It could have been Israel. But I think the U.S. was complicit in it, at least, the deep state part. I don't know if it was a Trump thing or not. Nothing deep here. Well, Iran shot the plane down by accident. I don't think so. I really don't. I
There's a
don't know. But
there's a lot
but
of
why, if
possibilities.
they shot it down on accident, why would they invite Canada to come and help investigate when they had so many people on that plane? Why would they invite them to come look at the black boxes and see what's going on and to investigate the whole accident? That's what I would like to know. I mean, we should all be asking questions, and I appreciate other people having different points of views, and that's fine. This is just my personal um, feeling on the issue. So, oh, Sandy's here. Hi,
Hi, Sandy.
Sandy. Hope you're feeling better, sweetie. I guess she had to cancel her show tonight. She's not feeling well. If she feels good enough to pop in for like 2 minutes, she may. Um, and that would be awesome. But if not, that's fine too, because I know she's not feeling good. I was talking to her earlier, and she's got one hell of a cough going on, and she just doesn't feel good. Does he
Let's
feel terrible about it?
we will
It
wish her
was by accident.
much
Well,
better.
it could be by accident. I'm just saying. There's I don't know. The U.S.
They're,
is making it a false flag. They're saying it was
they're
done.
they're trying to, but there's a lot of possibilities.
There are, and I'm not going to pretend to know. It's just these are the questions I have. Like you're allowed to ask questions, right? And we've already had the proof of Syria with the false flag chemical attack that didn't happen. And the okay, Iran is sitting on our oil. Saudi Arabia was just about to nationalize their oil. Okay. And then Salamari or whatever, he was on a peace mission with Saudi Arabia. U.S. did not want Saudi Arabia to nationalize their oil because that would take all the oil executives out of the pot. They wouldn't be able to profit off of the oil anymore. And so that would mess up everything. So I think there's something fishy there. So maybe I'm up in the night, but I think there's something fishy there.
Something
So
stinks.
I'm not saying I know this for a fact. I'm absolutely not saying that. I'm just saying that that is where my logical thinking goes to because weapons of mass destruction with Iraq or yeah uh what's the
Something
planet?
stinks.
Yeah, there's something fishy in Denmark, and it is what it is. Who else would be visiting or leaving Tehran at this time? I know.
Um, Tanya
I missed
said,
something.
Tanya said Iran wants Canadians to see the proof of the bad faith actors in this event.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
Paul,
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. Um,
um,
I don't know if it was. I mean, you never know. Even not even with just our country and their bad actors doing shit to manipulate things. It could be that country too. It could be any of the countries. It. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know. I just hope that
well,
we don't start a world war because who are
right,
Iran's
allies,
allies? Yes, Russia,
Russia,
um, They're all
Probably
around. Like they're China. China is the other one. China and Russia. That's not cool, you know?
they're also allied with Hezbollah, and there's a lot
Yeah.
of it's almost a recreation possibly of World War One, where the Archduke Ferdinand was shot, and eventually all these sides were taken up. Germany fell in with Austria and um, Italy. I think Italy was on their side. The Allies, there was a world war that
Mhm.
resulted from certain alignments, political alignments that people just fell into this war. Hopefully, that will not be the case, and cooler heads will prevail.
Yeah. Well, let's hope so. But it's just so scary. I mean, my whole point was not to get into that too deep. My whole point was the world's going to hell in a handbasket, and all we're doing is
Both
like it's
states,
like watching a fucking movie. It's like all
a
these
bad movie.
things, yeah, bad movie. All these things are happening right in front of our eyes, and then business as usual is just happening. Like it's going over everybody's head, and no one is freaking out. That's why it's Freak Out Friday. I'm freaked out.
She's
I'm
freaked out.
freaked out. So freaked out. So let's go through some more of the comments.
Okay, yeah, good idea. You got Sultan Bev there, Christine.
Yes,
Regarding
I
the
love
idiot
Sultan.
sheep, if you're not sure about his actions, just follow the money. Okay,
Yes, well,
right.
there's that. I mean, absolutely, he's in it for the money. I know that. I mean, it'd be stupid. Hi, human. The world doesn't obey the dollar. No, it does. But, they're
On the
trying.
belly there.
The
Yeah,
elites are trying to make the world obey the dollar because that's where the dollars end up.
the petrodollar.
Have military will find enemy. Cute human. I like it. That's the U.S. for sure. Um,
The
Go
military
on.
industrial complex.
Yeah.
Killing is our business, and business is great.
It is right now, and they're trying to keep it going. I,
Yeah.
I live in a military state. We have Hill Air Force Base, we have Twilla Army Depot, we have Dugway. Um, oh my gosh, we have Camp Williams. We have tons of military installations here. Like, and they just shipped off. There was a news story this morning also. I watch the news first thing in the morning. That's why I do. I get up at 4:30 and watch the national news. And they were talking about all the deployments that are happening right now to Iran, and
Wow.
if they are deploying people to Iran, there's something planned. There,
Something big.
yeah.
Something and some other thing, something else I saw on the net. People were talking about how in the Trump press conference that Trump was looking kind of pasty,
Oh
and
yeah, and they were saying that he seemed like he was on drugs and stuff.
he was on drugs, and the general standing behind him looked kind of like spooked. They looked spooked. That's scary to me.
That's scary to me too, but he's done that before. But
Yes,
he may be drugged up. I think he's being controlled because he's so stupid that I think everybody is controlling him. I'm sorry, that's just the thing
I
that
have to
first
agree
comes to
with
my
you.
mind. I think he's so stupid. He's being played like a fucking puppet or drugged up at times because there was another speech he did um where he was like that. Normally he's all hyped up and he's loud and obnoxious, and then he'll have a speech where he's not doing what he normally would do, like not having the same attitude he'd normally have, and he just slurs his words. He's really low key and not the normal him. I
Right,
don't know.
right.
We have
Same
more of the military
kind of.
bases in Utah. My ex was deployed there after 9/11. Really? What's more than military bases, Tanya? I know we have a lot of like chemicals stored. That's Dugway, like um all the chemical warfare stuff. And we also have the giant government computer, like that's storing all the information the government
NSA,
is.
the
Yeah,
NSA
all that
computer.
information. Yeah, it's in Utah County. All of that information is being stored in a computer system that's a huge building that's in Utah. So we have a lot of shit here. Yeah. Um,
I think you might want to respond to Sandy here. She's I don't know
Hi,
what to
on.
say. What Sandy is saying? Why was there a Russian bankster plane 50 miles from Mar-a-Lago during Christmas? Whoa, they came to play golf. You know, uh, I don't know. I think she's making a statement there. She's not necessarily
No,
asking.
I'm sure she is. I wish I knew more about that. I can't speak to something I don't know anything, but if there was a Russian banker there, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of hype that the Democrats put on Russia, and I think that discredits a lot of the things they have to say about Russia and Trump connections. I'm sure Trump has connections with Russia. I'm absolutely positive of it. But the Clintons sold 20% of the U.S.'s uranium to Russia. Um, so, I mean, I don't see the difference between one or the other. I
Maybe they were playing Santa and brought Christmas presents.
maybe, I don't know. It was
You know,
reported in the
Russian.
Intercept. Oh, I
Those,
haven't had time to look up shit at all, and I don't know. Um, Speech breaks are notoriously delusional. I know what we're talking
all
about
saying
now.
that there will be no real war here. Well, I hope you're right, man.
I hope so too.
Everybody's crossing their fingers.
Yeah.
Please, we don't, and it could easily happen.
It could
So
easily happen, and Utah would be a prime target. I can tell you that. Especially if they want to if they want to destroy all of our cyber information or whatever. Just blast Utah County, blow it out of
yeah,
the.
well, you're in the boondocks,
Yeah,
so
but I'm still right by Twillett Army Depot and Dugway. I'm right there. So we have alarm systems. Like every Tuesday, they test it that goes clear up into the mountains, even, and it's just the testing thing like you get on the broadcast TV where it says this is a test, da, da, da. Only it's a loudspeaker that you can hear from all around Twilla County, and that is this is they test it every Tuesday at a certain time or Wednesday. When is it? No, I don't know what day of the week it is. I
that
ignore it now, but it happens every
could
week.
be
They test
Thursday.
it. It could be, but I, even when we're camping in the mountains, there's speakers in the mountains with
Wow,
those warning systems.
wow,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
yeah. So I think we're in kind of a dangerous area, a little bit. I don't know. I
I
don't
guess
know.
it's just time to play it by ear.
Kelly Trump is torn between starting a war for the usual corporate reasons and not starting a war so as not to lose his reelection. His base is not war pro
Pro
war
war,
as it once was. You know what? He ran on being anti-interventionist, anti-war in the Middle East. He ran on bringing people out of the Middle East. And it's funny though. Okay, interesting to me. I My coworker who came into town to help me. That's why I've been late. It's 3 days. You have to get all the hours in 3 days. 4 days actually. But I asked him what he thought about what was going on in Iran, and he didn't even answer my question about Iran. He said, "I don't know, but I love Trump." It's like seriously, I don't know, but Trump's a great president, and it's like what the fuck. And I know that's how my whole family feels too. Well, not my whole family, but 90% of my family is that way. It's like, all right, his supporters don't give a shit what he does. He could
right.
do anything and get away with it.
And
And
he
the
said that.
Democrats are not helping because anytime they're going against him, they're just going to be more staunch for him. So I try not to piss off Trump people because I know that will just build up their defenses and they'll just be defensive and they
Make
won't
them more,
talk about the
yes.
issues. So I just shut up at that point and it's like, okay, I know I'm not getting through you, so I'll just shut up because he doesn't care about the issues. He just cares that Trump is the best, and ah, it's a different
They love
story.
him.
Yeah, and they're not
He can do
changing
no
their
wrong.
mind, and just the whole impeachment. All they can say is, well, Clinton should have been impeached, Bush should have been impeached. And they go through the whole line. Obama should have been impeached. All these people should have been impeached. But at least Trump's a real person. Like, he's just like us. That's what they say. It's like, he's not like you. He's a fucking pussy ass
Billionaire.
billionaire who's had, you know, a fucking golden spoon in his mouth his whole fucking life. He's not like you, but go ahead and think that. He's never made a honest dollar in his whole entire life. Fuck. I mean, but you can't talk to these people. You
And he
can't.
has a potty mouth.
Oh yeah, they love the
But
fact that he has a potty mouth. I
they do
mean,
that.
I think some of the Democrats could do good to have a potty mouth and talk about, um, or just have a fucking spine
Well,
and
Trump can
stand up
grab,
for people.
yeah, Trump can
Like,
grab pussy and get away with it.
yeah, Clinton was voted and impeached, but okay, sorry, Paul, I know, but he should have been and was. I'm just saying that they say all of those people should have been impeached, and actually, it's true. But Trump should be impeached also. He should be impeached for fucking assassinating the Iranian general, second in command. Oh my God, that's a war crime. I mean,
Well,
are the Democrats even bringing that up? No.
well, it's an act of war.
It
If
is an act of war that he should have had no ability to do without congressional approval. And yet they're doing this thing that says you need, that's already in the Constitution that you need congressional approval to do a war act, an act of war.
yeah,
Like,
and not only is it a an act of war, the people love it. You know, he bragged
oh, they
about it.
love it. Oh, wait, he was such a bad guy. Why would Iran get, all this money? It's like, because it was theirs. Like all that, the billions of dollars that was returned to them. Like, why are we getting that? What if Obama did it? I don't fucking care who did it. I don't fucking care. I mean, oh my God. Oh my God.
Well, we'll just hope that the Iranians will be smarter than us
Yeah,
and
but
not
people
take.
have, yeah, you hope they are, but what do they do in this position? They did the only thing they knew how to, they warned people, they bombed a military base that, and they made sure that US would know it. They used the missiles that US would be able to track so they could clear out the base so there was no US casualties. So
Well,
it's
that's nice.
like, bam, here's your warning. Okay, we don't
Yeah.
want to escalate this, but dude, that's it. Let's end this. We're done. And they didn't even kill anybody. It's uh they were defeating ISIS. Let's see. I live with Trump supporters. It's never about facts. No, it's not about facts, Tanya. It's just not about facts. It's all about feelings. But you know what? My facts don't care about your fucking feelings. Turn the tables on those assholes. Read some
Reality,
comments. I'm sorry, I can't even
okay.
fucking see.
Reality
Sorry.
can be a bitch. Bio said, I have a common sense of right and wrong, political shit shows, and media lies, smearing the president again and again with lies. I won't stand for that. Take the bastard on real things, not fairy tales. I'm just quoting.
Yes. Oh my God, thank you. Yes, take him on out on real things. Taking Syria's oil. That should be impeachable. But you know what? All the other presidents took other countries' oil. So they don't want to fucking bring that up. So that's an impeachable offense. Emoluments clause. That's an impeachable offense. But all the fucking presidents have done it. All the other senators and congressmen have done it too. So they don't want to bring that up. They don't want to, show air their dirty laundry in order to get Trump. But that's what needs to fucking happen, and they won't do it. They won't do it. And that's why Pelosi. God, I hate getting into politics, but that's why
It's
Pelosi
okay.
is holding off
That's great.
the articles of impeachment from going to the Senate because she doesn't want Trump and his supporters to actually have a say or interview people about Biden and his issues with that with the Ukraine and all that. He doesn't want those people to speak, or she doesn't want those people to speak. So that's why she's holding him off, and she's going to hold him off until the fucking election and still have that impeachment holding over Trump's head, and that's not going to do a bit of fucking good either. So,
Yeah, can
well,
we say fail?
huh?
Can we say fail?
Fail, big ass fail, big ass fail. Like, seriously, that's why she's holding back on the articles of impeachment. Am I wrong on that?
No.
Okay, just checking.
So, so you're saying that she's expecting it to fail?
Um, no,
Forget it.
she's expecting it to dirty Trump's reputation enough to win the election for the Democrats.
Oh, of course, that makes perfect sense.
So that's what I'm thinking. That's just. I'm sorry, I don't know shit. I'm just me, just me. Let's see. Let's see. What did don't know? So don't How are you feeling, Chris? Okay, Sandy wants to know how. I already told you how I'm feeling. I just got a diagnosis today for my issue. Fun stuff. Fun stuff.
Well,
Hi, Chris
kind of
Foster.
more or less positive.
Um,
Uh, and let's hope Warren steps down and supports Bernie. Kim Centro, right?
who's got a mole on their peach?
I
What?
think he, I think he's being ironic.
Same here. We just got Boris. You're gonna get Trump again. Yeah, we're gonna get Trump again. I'm sorry. I wish it were different. I really do. I really do. Um, Great show going out for my birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Blake! Happy birthday, you sweetie.
Happy birthday!
Happy Friday. Happy Freaky Friday. Freak Out Friday, not Freaky Friday. Freak Out Friday, because I'm freaking out. I will fight Trump to the best of my capacities if he gets reelected. I'll be rich. I'm pretty good with stock trading.
Good for you, Paul. Good for you, man.
Oh, Paul, I love you.
You're going to win either way. So it's a win-win
Hope
for you.
Warren steps down and supports Bernie, Kim says. I hope so too, but it's not going to happen. They'll expect Bernie to step down to support Warren. But I really hope Tulsi and Bernie go together because I think we need both of them, honestly. That's just my
Yes,
opinion.
absolutely.
Yeah, have a great day too. Thanks, Blake. Blake says, smash that like button. I'm 23 away from getting my 1,000. So come on, guys. I'm going out of town on Monday and I won't be able to live stream
Yeah,
from my phone.
you will also be able to leave
I
messages on the
lose.
general YouTube page. Leave messages for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So I can let you know what's going on. That would be awesome
right.
to be able to
That
do
would
those
be
little
great.
messages. Um, I want the best for the country and not what is best for me personally. Yeah, me too. Me too. Um,
Absolutely, Paul.
yeah, and Sandy, you would lose if yeah, you're Sandy's already losing with the Trump presidency.
Yeah,
Um,
but personally, Sandy as a person is a winner.
yes, she is.
No, I
She's
know a
a
winner
beautiful person. Um,
and, and a winner.
unfortunately, a lot of people are going to lose anyway because of our environmental situation.
And
That's a
speaking of
totally
that,
different scenario.
speaking of that, Time
Oh
Magazine
yeah. Oh,
Greta.
that I would save that.
Yeah, I am.
That's a keeper. That's a treasure right there. I mean, not that it's gonna matter in the long run, but that's pretty fucking cool. Let's see. I can't run a show for a few more days. Still sick. You too? I've been sick for months, and then I've had to work my fingers to the frickin' bone. It's hard to explain what I do, but yeah, working hard.
Yeah.
Everyone's sick, not you. Well, good, Kim. Stay that way. Maybe in the head. I'm always sick in the head. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. All right.
So
What else did we have to? What did you want? I don't want to keep it long because, like I said, I'm not feeling well. I'm trying to rest up real fast and then get ready to go to Washington on Monday. And Val is probably going to host a show on Monday. If he doesn't,
yes,
he doesn't. But he's going to work his ass off to get a show on Monday, hopefully with Trisha and with
yes.
Jim Massa. Um, and then I will be back on Friday again because that's kind of the time I have right now is Fridays. And then the 20th and the 23rd, I'll have Monday Madness and Women's Wednesday, respectively. So you can plan on that. I don't know. I don't know. But I didn't want to make it too long.
Uh,
Uh,
we were you were going to mention a little bit about eco anxiety.
oh, yeah, I mentioned that, didn't I? Oh, hi, Torstein. I didn't even notice you were here. Hello. Um, okay.
They should put eco. Do you know what the diagnostic and statistical manual is that they use in psychiatry? The DSM.
No.
I know Paul does. Paul, Sandy, they know what it is. It's just basically a book that psychiatrists, mental hospitals use. I think that they should put eco anxiety in the DSM so that people can be admitted to the hospital suffering from eco anxiety.
You can be admitted to the hospital?
If they put it in the DSM,
Oh. But why would you want to? Because that would infer that you need treatment. You can't treat something that there's no cure for. Because
Well,
it's not like the anxiety is caused from something that is just made up in your head or anything, or it's just not like a life circumstance that's just trivial, and you're just making a big deal of it. It's not caused by you. It's caused by external factors that you have no control over. You can't sit there and say it's okay. This person, doesn't affect you. You don't need to let them affect you. We're talking about the whole planet collapsing, and you can't just talk someone into being okay with that, you know?
right, right, right. And
So
so it's important that like they put sex addiction into the DSM, and you could be admitted for that. In fact, we when I was working in it, a guy showed up on the weekend, and he said that he couldn't stop having sex. So we
they
admitted him.
put that into that.
Yes, and so we admitted him into the hospital, and I was an assistant to the supervisor, and so I had to examine this guy. I had to do a strip search basically, and his genitals were like totally bleeding and red,
Oh
and
my God.
so the nurse had to take care of this. And then we brought him back out into the day room, and we left, and we came back, and he was having sex with the ottoman. And I turned to my boss and I said, "What should we do?" And he's like, "Well, just let him finish." Okay.
Oh God.
So
That's horrible. No, I had a friend who had a daughter that actually would mutilate herself that way because she couldn't
right,
stop masturbating. So
right,
she got admitted into the hospital, the mental hospital for that. It's like,
right.
so I guess that's a thing, but
Yeah, that's the thing. And the guy, we tried to keep him there. He decided he had to leave, and he's like, can I leave? And we're like, yeah, we don't advise it, but he said, well, I want to leave. I need to, you know, I need to have sex. And we chased him out, said, please don't do this. Maybe you should just see the doctor. And he took off at his Mustang. I mean, he was burning rubber to get out of there. But we couldn't hold him, you
well,
know.
fuck it. If he's that stupid, let him fucking do it. Whatever.
Yeah.
But this is different. The planet is totally different than that. Okay, I was gonna
Right.
Sandy said I've had stress over Australia, couldn't sleep at night. Trying to
Really.
find that because of the animals suffering. And
Yeah.
I resemble that. Like I have nightmares about that kind of thing.
Really, do you?
Yes, about the
The
animals
the
suffering. Yes.
the number is enormous. It's just an
Oh,
enormous.
over a billion. Over a billion animals have died painfully in a fire,
You can't
burned
even
to death,
imagine. I
burned
can't even.
alive.
I can't even imagine a billion. I can't.
I know
You
it's
know.
unfathomable. It's just like how do you even um wrap your mind around what's going on there, and it still seems so far away to people in the US, and they don't think anything like that's going to happen here, but it's going to happen here, like maybe not the exact same thing, but we're going to have tragedies like that, like the earthquakes in Puerto Rico that nobody is paying attention to because there's so many other tragedies going on right now. You know, it's
Yeah. Yeah.
look it up. Look at
People.
what's going on in Puerto. Nobody's talking about it.
And Christine, I was telling Trisha that the Australians are not as used to tragedies and catastrophes like this. They do not have the amount of Americans are very jaded, are very used to gun violence,
Oh
mass
yeah,
shootings,
there's that.
hurricanes, tornadoes, and so Americans are much more numb, where Australians are not used to a catastrophe like this.
Oh, Sultan Bev. Yeah, I love this question. I want you to answer it first. Um, is extinction too kind for humans?
Uh, I don't think.
I think it's kinder for the animals than it is for the humans to have humans go extinct. Personally, I don't know. What do you think?
You asking me?
Yes, I'm asking
I'm, an,
you.
I'm anti-natalist. I believe that the planet will be better off without humans.
Yes,
Yeah,
I do too.
that it'll go back.
I think the animals would be better off with humans. I mean, there may be suffering, but it wouldn't be near as bad without the
Right.
humans.
Billions, the planet was billions of years without humans doing fine. It's um, the the dinosaurs ruled the planet for 165 million years. It was a dinosaur planet, and now it's a planet totally taken by humans and changed from the natural state. It's no longer in the natural state that it would normally be by nature, by natural law.
When you look at the percentage of trees that are gone, the percentage of clean water that is gone, uh, we're not refilling the natural
Aquifer.
reserve. Yeah, the aquifers, natural aquifers aren't replenishing. We are not only taking those resources from the land for our use, we're taking them from all the other species on the planet. There's only like, oh man, this I heard the statistic, like humans outweigh other vertebrates by far, like now, like we our one species is outweighing all other species by
And you mean
far.
by actual weight?
Yes,
Weight.
by weight, by mass. It's insane. Paul says the right of way of hierarchy goes like this: number one, cars; number two, humans; then number three, animals. I don't even think animals are number three in most humans' eyes, actually, and it's just completely disgusting the way people think of animals. Like most people, not all people, there's empaths out there, but a lot of people just think they're nothing. 60% of all wildlife exterminated between 1970 and 2014. Yeah, and just think of what happened before 1970, because there was a lot of wildlife exterminated then, since, industrialization and human expansion into other habitats.
I never,
Yes, too many
I never,
humans, but
I have two questions for you. I asked one to Trisha, and she gave an answer.
are you
You know,
asking the pan or the chat, or
I'm asking you.
no? Don't
They
ask
had
me. I don't know shit.
a billion animals were killed in Australia, and so I asked her. I thought animals knew when there was like a fire and they would get away. She said they couldn't outrun it. That's what she said.
Oh God, no. I mean, some of them can, but some of them can't. Like koala bears can't.
Right. Well,
Um,
I always seen in like movies that there's some disaster.
Porcupines can't.
Yeah,
Maybe deer could. I don't know how fast I think kangaroos are pretty damn fast, but some of those fires are moving freaking fast, and then they get surrounded, and
but
they don't know what to do.
don't animals know of impending disaster before it happens?
Generally, they know it before we do because they have much better senses than we do. They have much better hearing, much
But
better scent. But that doesn't mean they can get away from it if it's surrounding them, and they don't know where, once their sense and hearing is overwhelmed, they don't know which way to run. They'd run right into it. I mean,
right.
so, but no, the koalas, like when I grew up, there was a fire up around where I used to live, and we went riding up there on horses after the fire, and you would see porcupines. They're too slow. They can't get out of a fire. They can't run fast enough. And you would just see a porcupine just crisp, a porcupine crisp.
Well,
It was, they can't get away from it. So no, the koalas definitely don't move fast enough to get away from it. There's a lot of animals that don't move fast enough to get away from fire. And then
well,
if it's once they're surrounded, there's nothing they can do. So
apparently so because that's the estimate, as we said, is a billion.
yeah.
You know, animals.
Well, when it's that extensive too, you know,
She
super.
also she also showed on her map the fires and almost completely covered the country. But that was also
Yeah.
the mining and stuff. She showed that map too.
Yeah, I saw one that was like almost like what do they call those? From space, a satellite image
Satellite, yeah.
that was like at night, and you could see the fires all the way around Australia. That's a lot of country covered by fire. That's a lot.
God, I'm going to Google that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's just totally insane.
it's
Uh,
unbelievable, and I don't know. I don't know how anyone thinks it's life is going to be okay now, and all the smoke that was on the actual national news this morning. They were showing how far the smoke was going, and it's something that was posted by NASA, so you can look up the smoke issue on NASA. They tweeted it. So if you have Twitter, look up NASA's Twitter, and it'll show you how far the smoke is traveling. It's it's just nuts. Um,
If if this doesn't wake up people, I don't know what will.
it won't though. It's not. It's not waking up people. It's not. That's the problem. There's nothing that will wake up people. They're not waking up until it
It
happens to them personally.
right.
It's not going to wake them up.
That's the bitch slap when it happens to you personally.
Yep.
You get the bitch slap in the face.
When the camels get them, Australians put in sanctuaries. Yeah. Poor
Also Tricia,
camels and the horses. They're killing brumbies and camels. They're just killing them because of,
you mean shooting them,
huh? Yeah,
shooting the
killing
drumbeat.
them, culling, shooting, killing, all the same meaning. They're killing them because they're going into some, house or neighborhoods or whatever and trying to find water and food because all of their area has been destroyed by fire and there's no water. So they're gonna just shoot them all. It's like fuck people. I hate people. I really hate people.
I
I
agree.
just
I agree
hate
with you.
people. Like God, they
People,
caused this. They caused this, and they can't even get it in their brain that they caused this.
right.
Stop having babies. Stop buying everything on your wish list. Just fucking stop it altogether. Just stop everything. Stop everything. We've done enough damage. Just stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Well,
But
well,
no
you,
one's gonna listen to me, so I'm gonna sit here and have major anxiety and just try
well,
to talk to you guys and vent to you guys because I'm not gonna change the world.
well, you know how I feel about it is just make them stop.
Make them
Just
stop. I know. I wish there was a way to make them stop, but
there is a way, but we'll talk about that later. You know, you gotta be able to make people do things. Look, that's what you.
yes, Sandy, especially not the but you gotta understand. I live around Republicans. That's what I see on a daily basis. This is the only place I get any fucking sane people. Is here. That's it.
Yeah.
So sorry. Go ahead, Val. I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just
Uh, well, yes, I agree. What that's why you people are so politically inclined. You want to make people by getting your candidate, Bernie, say, and then he will make the laws that will make people do things they do not want to do.
but it's not gonna
That's
happen.
basically that's basically your idea is that you do want to make people force them to do things by getting your candidate in who will change the
Pass the
law
laws and all that.
and
But even
say,
if he
okay,
gets in, I mean, I would love to see Bernie get in. I'd love to see Tulsi get in. I want them to be on the same ticket together, and that's what I'm hoping will happen. But I'd love to see them get in, but I really don't think it's going to make much of a difference because unless you can get all these fucking Republican states to get congressmen and all that are going to go with you, and some of the establishment Democrat states to fucking understand the problem. You're not going to accomplish anything. They're getting paid off by all the corporations, the oil companies, the healthcare systems, all that. They're getting paid off. There's too many getting paid off. There's not enough that aren't getting paid off, and we don't have enough time. We just need to be out there fucking fighting it. Uh,
well, but that's generally what you people are wanting. You're wanting to get your candidate in there who will make the laws that will force people to do things. So, in other words, like make gasoline $12 a gallon to do all the things that you want. Um, collapse financial markets, take the bankers out, just make these, and those are forcing people to do things. Mine's a little bit more radical as far as
you think?
yeah, pretty much. You know, um,
Chris says, thanks. That's the first time anyone's called me sane. Well, I feel
hey,
like you guys are the only sane people in my life. That's it. Like, seriously, you're the only sane people. That's why I have to be here to talk to my sane people. Hi, Don Hooligan.
I know
Yeah.
what they must think of you in Utah. They must think you're
Oh, they
um,
think I'm fucking nuts and a socialist, a communist, you name it.
Marxist.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
never called me a Marxist. I think I would be
that's
excited
that's
if they called me a Marxist.
you know. Um, I'm going to send you a Che Guevara poster to put up. So you can really piss people off, you know. But
Okay.
maybe that would be going too far. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe not. Listen, I wanted to mention also that when I know that we aren't really into talking about conscious agent theory and all that, but Kevin mentioned um, to change the programming, the what is it? Shit, I forgot. Where you were trying to attain different fitness goals, fitness payoffs, and Kevin suggested changing that in the DNA, changing fitness payoffs. What do you think, Chris?
I
Okay,
don't
let
know
me
what you're
rephrase.
talking about. Hold on.
I set that up very badly. Um,
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Pink was, someone said hi to Pink. Is Pink Barlow here?
I think so.
Oh, hi, Pink, if you're here. Hello. One day you'll come on with us. I hope. One day. Okay.
Look,
Oh,
look,
there he
Pink,
is. There he is. I see him.
Pink, I'm on your side, man. I'm just kind of playing devil's advocate on your channel.
Why are you giving him a hard time on his channel?
Well, a little,
When I
look,
don't agree, I try not to say too much, but
I like
I
Pink.
agree with 99.9% of everything that Pink says. So
Yes, Pink is
I love
wonderful.
Pink.
Pink is wonderful. Everybody should subscribe to his channel. Everybody,
Absolutely. Pink Barrio on YouTube.
um,
What happened to 1,000 subscribers? See, I haven't made it yet. Free subs. I think people. I don't know what's going on, Ben. I am 20, 23 away from 1,000, and I can't live stream from my phone until I have 1,000. I can't put those comments to let you know what's going on in the YouTube streams or nothing. So I'm going out of town. I'm going to be out of town a lot in the next month. So I don't know what to tell you. I'll do everything I can. I'll be here on Fridays. I can't do Mondays and Wednesdays until except for the 20th and the 23rd. I'll be there for that. So anyway,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. Just tell people,
I'll disagree with everyone. Sorry. I do too. At one point or another, if you agree with everything everybody else, like if you just totally agree with one person, that's all you agree with, you're just not thinking yourself. That's it. Sorry. I keep interrupting you and just because I'm tired and I would just love reading the comments.
no, we got to do that. Absolutely. What it Sandy said. Yeah, when I lived in California, that you would leave San Francisco and go towards Marin County, and there would be a big roadside sign, and somebody had scrolled on it, "Che lives, Che Guevara."
Nice.
Hell yeah!
I
Look,
agree with the disagreement. Hi, Grumpy Troll. I like disagreement. That's fine.
and,
I'm good with disagreement. I think it's what kind of conversation if they're just going, yeah, 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 this, yeah, 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 that, going back and forth. I want to disagree a little. No fun if you're not disagreeing a little bit.
yeah, you don't want to have a circle jerk, as
Yeah,
they put it.
exactly. No circle
You know,
jerks. No circle jerks allowed. So how does having 1,000 subscribers help you? I don't understand. I cannot live stream from my phone. I can't take my computer with me. I need to be able to do those little comment things where you can just give people a message instead of going on. You know what I mean? Those things people do in the
it's in the
in the
general YouTube page.
in the community kind of thing where you can talk to people, like post a meme or something. I, I don't know. I guess y'all who have had 1,000 subscribers don't understand what you can't do, but I really need the ability to live stream from my phone if you want to see what I'm doing when I'm out of town.
And she's going to do some really important things. You would probably even, if you see an environmental site, like the mine, you
Yeah,
can
I
take it to
travel
the
by the mines that I record them right now, but it'd be fun to go to a place like that and actually come on live so people can ask questions about it.
right
Because
and
I
have a
don't know what
live
people
show.
know, you know, and interact while I'm, you know, looking at the tailings and oh yeah, show what was that thing you were looking at? Show us that, that kind of thing.
Right, right. It's gonna be pretty awesome. Um, uh,
I
yeah,
don't know if you did, Paul. I think your head in the box has done those little comment things, the memes or a message to your subscribers before. I think they have. Haven't they?
okay. Say that again, please.
Paul says, "Do we do it?" I have no idea. I don't think you live stream from your phone, but I don't know. I think they've done a message to their subscribers through YouTube, haven't they? I don't know, maybe not. But that's something you can do since you're over 1,000 that I can't do.
It just remember, guys, if you can suggest to your friends and enemies to subscribe to the Natural Progressive.
Oh, funny. I can't even run a show without Brian, so you're light years ahead of me. I barely scrape by, dude. I don't know what I'm doing. This is this took me forever to set this up. If it changes, I'm a mess again. I don't know.
Well, let's not let that happen. Let's not let Christine
Well,
become a
don't
mess.
tell YouTube not to change a fucking thing anymore. When they took away Hangouts, that screwed me so bad. And then I had to figure out this whole new system and stuff. It's
They're
crazy.
going to be sorry if they do.
Yes, I
Oh,
can
they,
live stream from my laptop, but I can't take my laptop when I go away because it's not a very expensive laptop, and when I do take it somewhere, I get stripes in it, like the screen gets all messed up. So I'm not taking it. I can't afford to get a new laptop, so I'm just going to keep this one here and not let it get broken because I can't afford to replace it. I'm brokish, you know.
Rokish.
Brokish. Um, Putin is a he's Freemason. That's how he was sold uranium by the Clintons. Really? Huh. I didn't know, but the Clintons are free. I mean, aren't all the presidents like connected to Freemasons or something in some weird way?
Well, maybe. I don't know.
I think I heard something like that. Tor said I can't live stream from my smartwatch.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that would work out, right? You think I can live stream from that?
Yeah, yeah. That would be cool if you
Beat
could.
me up, Scotty. Oh my God, you guys are hilarious.
Yeah,
To me, the whole point is to avoid spending time on the internet as opposed to carrying it around with me. Yeah, well, I understand. You still have your flip phone, right, Paul? Um,
right.
it's I hate my phone other than when I want to do something like that. When it's work stuff or people texting me or whatever, it's like, yeah, maybe no, honestly, I just texting is fine because I just go home and I don't look at it till I want to look at it. Like I don't stress about it. I don't have to try and look at it when I'm driving or whatever while I'm working. I'll yeah, I'll wait till lunch or whatever. And actually, when I'm in the mountains, I love being away from my fucking smartphone. I love not having that distraction. I just like to be in peace and quiet and enjoy. But I'm really, honestly, I'm worried about even being able to take another camping trip in my life because last summer was super, super hot. I'm imagining this summer is going to be probably twice as bad. And if that's what happens, we're probably gonna have fires all around us again. Everywhere I go, it's gonna be fires. That's happened before. A couple years back, that happened, and we couldn't go
Really,
camping because everywhere we wanted to go was on fire.
really.
So yeah, so I'm kind of anticipating that's gonna happen again. I'll let you know. I just, but it's very highly possible. Secret societies all work together.
Uh,
Skull and Bones, Freemasons, Jesus. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Is it Jesus or Jesus?
Jesuits.
Jesuits. Okay, thank you, because I have
The,
never heard that word
the,
before in my life.
well, the Jesuits are like the special forces of the priest.
Okay, well, I've heard Skull and Bones and Freemasons. I mean, Freemasons are pretty big. I mean, Mormons and Freemasons are pretty similar. Um, Having a smart head is better than having a smartphone, Paul. You're right. Absolutely. Okay, Osama.
Hello, Osama.
Osama's here.
Number
Hey,
5.
Osama. Love you much. Okay, Sandy's going to bed now. Good night, Sandy. Thanks for coming
Good
and thanks for the chat earlier. I really, really needed you, so that was nice. Thank you. Um,
night, Cindy.
let's see. Same here in California. Yeah, the fires in California too, Pink. I've been watching, when you're talking about the fires and you show the smoke and all that. I would love to be able to do that live kind of thing.
Well, you will.
I will, hopefully. I just have 23 more to go. And keep going on Pink, too. He's at 800 and something. he needs to get a couple hundred more. So let's work on Pink too. So support Pink Barrio. Let's get him up to 1,000 with me, please, 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 please. We need to stick together.
Absolutely.
So better than a dumbass. Apparently, I've got a smart ass, Chris. I don't know. I haven't talked to your ass. I don't know if it's smart or not.
Yeah,
Maybe
he's
I
the
don't want
smart.
to know. I don't know. Tell Putin I want it to stream for my watch. Okay, Torstein. Oh, don't forget Climate Crush TV. The link is in the description for updated information on the fires in Australia and many other climate related issues. Um, Climate Crush TV. Torstein did a great job putting that together. Live streaming, chat, everything. Go there. The link is in my description if you have not checked that out yet. Okay,
Be
got that.
there.
I got that promo. And today's video is sponsored by Climate Crush TV. No, there's, yeah, Torstein's paying me by being on the chat every time, just about. Oh,
Excellent. Excellent.
yeah. Okay, I guess Paul's going. You have to run. Okay, well, thanks for stopping in, Paul. Love you much.
Oh,
You
and
need to come on the show soon. Soon, soon,
Sandy's
soon,
already
soon.
gone, but you're going to be doing a show every Friday,
Yes,
and
I'll be doing
Gonna,
it Friday. Yes.
and Sandy's going to be doing a show every Friday. So it's going to be
No,
like a
we're gonna
double,
coordinate. Yeah, yeah. I'll
right?
I'll be
But it's
like
going
at
to be
5, and she'll be at well, 7 Mountain Time. So
right,
it'll be
right. So it'll
7 Eastern and 9 Eastern, or 5 Mountain and 7 Mountain. So
right.
that.
So it'll be like a double feature, Friday night
Yeah,
double
yeah,
feature.
yeah, yeah. You're
It'll be
welcome.
you, and then it'll be Sandy and Jen, double
Hmm.
feature like the drive-in.
Yep. And it's gonna be
Yeah,
Freak Out Friday. That's what it is. Freak Out Friday. Is that cool, everybody? You really like Freak Out Friday? I like Freak Out
yeah.
Friday.
It sounded like this.
Oh,
It sounded
Space
like the
Six.
shirt
That's
ears.
nice. Okay,
Somebody
so we
somebody
are
gave
going
it
to
to
get
me.
out. Kim, thank you. Have a good dinner. I've got to go too. I have to spend some time with my family because I haven't spent any time with my family. So I got to do that too. So I think this 5 o'clock my time is going to work on Friday. So I have time afterwards to spend with my family and stuff and things. So um,
Okay,
not too early, not too late. Okay, love you guys.
okay.
We're gonna head out. Thanks.
Thank you. We
Thank you,
love you.
Grumpy Troll, for coming in. Osama, we always love you. Torstein, um, Chris Foster. Glad you could make it. Must be really either late or early there. I don't know which. And Pink, thank you, thank you, thank
Thank
you.
you.
No Space Force. Yes, Pink. No Space Force.
No Space Force.
Yes. No Space Force. Okay. Can't deal. Um, who else am I missing? You guys have a good night. Keith, um, who am I missing? Paul, Kent. I know there's so many people I'm missing. I'm so sorry, but thank you all for coming.
Lisa. Lisa. Namaste to everybody.
Yes, namaste, namaste, namaste. Ben Wilbur. I don't
Be
know.
well, everybody.
Yes, be well. I'm gonna hurry and get this ready to transfer over to the ending zone thingy. All right.
Bye.
Good night, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you next week.